Hey guys, welcome to Stemfunlabs. Today we're going to talk about electricity. Electricity is what powers any electronic, from your iPad to your laptop to your light bulb, even your TV for that matter. But what is electricity made of? Well, what's in electricity are two things: electrons and ions. Electrons have a negative charge, while ions have both. The measure unit of charge is Coulomb. Not column, Coulomb. That's better. The definition of Coulomb is the quantity of electric flow in 1 second, which is also the same thing as 1 ampere. Coulomb is named after Charles Augustin Coulomb. Coulombs are very large units of charge by comparison to the particles that carry it. An electron or ion carries exactly one elementary charge, and any charged particle carries a whole number of electrons or ions, which is what gives it its charge. So you can't say that there are 2.5 electrons or ions inside a charged particle because you can only have a whole number of electrons or ions inside a charged particle. Electric charge can be either static or moving. What I mean is that a charge can be moved from one place to another via what we call voltage. For movement of any charged particles to produce a current, there must be two things: a supply of charged particles and the voltage to drive the movement. The electricity you use is transferred by electrons and is conducted from one place to another by wires, usually made of copper. The reason why is because copper is a good conductor. A conductor is something that produces heat, electricity, or sound, while insulators don't. Let's say we have something like this. An electric current goes through a copper wire to make an electronic turn on, like a bulb. And it's also connected to a battery, so the battery is giving it power that's flowing through the wire. Don't worry, we'll do a video on this. Oh, and static electricity? That's easy. A static electric charge is a charge that is not moving. It is at rest, and it does not flow or change its position. Alright, so here's a famous example. We humans have a positive and negative charge, which means we have a neutral charge, while balloons have a negative charge. When you rub a balloon on your hair, the balloon is taking away your protons, which have a positive charge, and a balloon has a negative charge. So when you rub a balloon on your head and your hair stands up, the reason why for this is because your electrons, which have a negative charge, are being taken away, and you are going to have more protons, which have a positive charge, causing your hair to stand up. Don't worry, we're going to have a dedicated video on static electricity later. But in the meantime, here's an image of the differences and the similarities between static and moving electricity. In all the things I've said, there's one thing we haven't talked about: the equation. The equation for electricity is P equals V times I. V for voltage, measured in volts. I for electric current, measured in ampere. So at the end of the day, electric power is measured by V times A, or volt times ampere. But what do we use to measure them? So what do we use to measure volts? we use a multimeter, and amperes, ammeters. So now we can compute electricity. B equals V times I. V equals 9 volts. And I equals 5 amperes. 9 times 5 is 45. That means P equals 45 watts. So P equals V times I. V equals 10 volts and I equals 70 amperes. 10 times 70 is 700. So that means P equals 700 watts. So now you know about electricity. But before you go, let's recap. Electricity is what powers any electronic. It's created with electrons and ions. The measuring unit of charge is coulomb. Electrons and ions have exactly one elementary charge, and there are a whole number of electrons or ions inside a charged particle. We have two types of electricity, static and moving. Static electricity is a charge that's not moving, while moving electricity is when the charge goes through a wire of some sort. The equation for electricity is P equals V times I. And we were able to compute that using two examples from one video. Whew! That was a lot. I just want to tell you how much it means to us to subscribe. Please like the video, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell so that you will know when we make new videos. See you guys next time. So, the review from my dad is that it's a good basic video on electricity, basically, yeah. But he said that I should emphasize the units and the symbols of the units in the equation for electricity. For example, volts, which is V, amperes, A, watts, W. So yeah. And also at the end of the video, when I said that now you know about electricity, I typed in forces by mistake. I think it's because in my first Stemfunlab video was forces, basically. So yeah, I'll try to improve that. And I'll see you guys later.